All right, Cowboys fan, buckle up, because we're officially entering a new era. Brian Schottenheimer has been named the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, and let's be honest, this is a huge moment. Whether you're excited, skeptical, or downright frustrated, one thing is clear. The future of this team is now in Schottenheimer's hands. For the past 2 seasons, he's been the Cowboys' offensive coordinator, working closely with Dak Prescott and the entire offense. Now, he's stepping into the biggest role of his career. And you could see just how much it meant to him during his first press conference. He wasn't just excited, he was emotional. Schottenheimer couldn't hold back when talking about the man who influenced him the most, his legendary father, Marty Schottenheimer. If you know football history, you know Marty wasn't just any coach. He spent 21 seasons leading NFL teams, building a reputation for toughness, discipline, and a no-nonsense approach to the game. And now, Brian has the chance to carve out his own legacy. My father was a legendary coach, a great man. But he was an incredible father, and he's impacted me more than anyone in this profession, Schottenheimer said, his voice breaking a little. You could feel the emotion in the room. This isn't just a job for him, it's a calling. But here's the big question. Is Brian Schottenheimer the right man to lead the Cowboys back to greatness? That's what everyone's talking about. Some fans believe he's the perfect fit. He knows the team, the players, and the system. Others think this is just more of the same and won't lead to real change. So, let's settle this right now. Do you believe Schottenheimer can take the Cowboys to a Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's hear what the real fans have to say. Now let's talk about the decision itself, because, let's be real, this hire didn't exactly win over the entire fan base. Jerry Jones made it official. Brian Schottenheimer is the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. And as expected, the reaction was mixed, to say the least. Some fans see it as a smart move, keeping continuity, sticking with a guy who already knows the system. But others, they see it as a missed opportunity. Many were hoping for a fresh start, maybe a big splash hire like Deion Sanders. Instead, it feels like the Cowboys are just running it back with the same formula. Even Jerry knows the criticism is out there, and in classic Jerry Jones fashion, he had something to say about it. If you don't think I can operate out of my comfort zone, you're so wrong. It's unbelievable. This is as big a risk as you could take. No head coaching experience. A big risk. That's how Jerry is selling this move. But is it really? Hiring from within isn't exactly a bold, outside-the-box decision. It's the safe choice. And that's where the frustration comes in. Does this team need safe right now, or do they need change? Of course, not everyone is against it. Some fans are keeping an open mind. One even said, Deion would have been dope, but I think we got a good decision on our hands. Let's see what we do. That seems to be the mood. Hopeful, but cautious. So, what do you think? Did Jerry Jones make the right call, or should the Cowboys have gone in a different direction? Vote in the comments, and let's settle this debate. Now here's the biggest question surrounding Brian Schottenheimer. Can he handle the pressure? Let's be honest. This is his first time as a head coach. And being the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys isn't just any job. This isn't a team that's happy just making the playoffs. This is Super Bowl or bust. The lack of head coaching experience is exactly what has some fans worried. Leading an offense is one thing, but running an entire team, managing the locker room, making tough decisions in high-pressure moments, going toe-to-toe with the best coaches in the league, that's a whole different challenge. And history shows that first-time head coaches can be hit or miss. Some guys step in and thrive, like Sean McVay, who won a Super Bowl with the Rams. Others, they struggle under the weight of the job and don't last long. But here's where things get interesting. Unlike some rookie coaches who walk into a completely new environment, Schottenheimer already knows this team inside and out. He's been here for 2 seasons, working closely with Dak Prescott, ceedee and the rest of the offense. And that could actually work in his favor. Instead of starting from scratch, he's taking over a roster and a culture he's already familiar with. He knows what works, what doesn't, and where this team needs to improve. So, will Schottenheimer's lack of head coaching experience be a problem? Or will his familiarity with the Cowboys actually give him an edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you trust a rookie head coach to take this team to the next level? Or do you think this inexperience will cost us? Let's hear it. All right, let's talk offense, because that's where Brian Schottenheimer has built his career. Cowboys fans know the frustration all too well. Big games, big moments, and the offense just disappears. That has to change. And now, it's up to Schottenheimer to unlock the full potential of this unit. So what's going to be different? For starters, expect a system that leans on Dak Prescott's strengths. Schottenheimer has worked closely with Dak for 2 seasons, and now, with full control, he can design an offense that truly fits his QB. More play action, quicker reads, and fewer predictable calls? That would be a start. And what about CeeDee Lamb? The guy is a superstar, but last season, there were moments where he wasn't getting the ball enough. Schottenheimer has to make sure that his best playmakers stay involved. Lamb, Tony Pollard, if he stays, maybe even a new weapon in free agency or the draft. Then there's the run game. When the Cowboys are at their best, they dominate on the ground. But last season, it felt inconsistent. Will Schottenheimer bring back a more balanced attack? One thing's for sure, this offense has talent. The question is, can Schottenheimer get the most out of it? What do you think? Will the Cowboys' offense improve under Schottenheimer, or are we in for more of the same? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Cowboys Nation is divided. Some fans are optimistic, believing that Brian Schottenheimer's familiarity with the team could lead to a smoother transition. Others, not so much. Many expected a big-name hire, someone like Bill Belichick, Jim Harbaugh, or even Deion Sanders to shake things up. Instead, they got an internal promotion, which feels like more of the same to some. A lot of fans are in wait-and-see mode. They don't necessarily hate the hire, but they aren't excited about it either. One fan summed it up perfectly. It's not a terrible move, but it's not inspiring either. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we wasted another year. And that's really the issue, right? The Cowboys are running out of patience. This team has been one step away for years, but they never take that step. But there are also those backing Schottenheimer, pointing out that hiring a big-name coach doesn't guarantee success. They argue that the real problem is the front office and that as long as Jerry Jones is making the calls, it doesn't matter who's coaching. So where do you stand? Are you excited about Schottenheimer, or are you worried this is just another failed experiment? Let me know in the comments. So, what happens now? Brian Schottenheimer has the keys to the franchise, but his margin for error is slim. If he wants to win over the fans and the locker room, he needs to deliver results fast. Think about it. He's taking over a team that just went 12-5 but flamed out in the playoffs again. Anything less than a deep postseason run will be considered a failure. The biggest challenge? Getting this team to break the cycle. The Cowboys have been stuck in the same pattern for decades. Strong regular season, disappointing finish. Will Schottenheimer be the guy to finally change that? His success will depend on Dak Prescott's performance. Can he elevate his game under Schottenheimer's system? Offensive improvements. Will the new coach bring fresh ideas or just more of the same? Handling pressure. Can he prove he belongs in his first ever head coaching job? Jerry Jones is betting big on Schotty. But will that bet pay off? Or will we be having this same conversation a year from now, talking about another coaching change? Now it's your turn. Will Schottenheimer be a success or a mistake? Vote in the comments, and let's see where the fan base stands. And hey, if you want to keep up with everything Cowboys, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We'll be following this journey every step of the way.